Oh, it's getting a little better every time. That's the first time we've had it in our ears. Like,
yeah, we've been paying it through. Well, and this is the first time we've got all our Tascam stuff all out. And
yeah, we each have our own little monitor mix
talking
today.
shit on me pre-show because I don't know every fucking dial on these goddamn things.
Guitar solo you guys had in the
yeah.
Dude, what was funny is I was thinking today, I was talking to, because it was like looping in here while you guys were outside. I was like, what the fuck did the first song sound like? Like, I can't even remember.
That means it's good.
I could come up with it in my head if I really cared, but
that's I ain't gonna try.
Yeah.
But anyway, while I try to vaguely remember what the original song sounded like, we want to thank everybody that helped us push for 300 subscriptions.
We made it
by New Year's Eve. We hit the 300 sub mark about noon on New Year's Eve day. So
and we actually surpassed.
Yeah, we went up to 315. I think is about where we're at right now.
Yeah, so, buddy.
And why not make a new fucking goal? The new goal we decided is we're going to try to get to 420 subscriptions by
420
by the
that's what by the 50
by the 50
that's attainable
by the 52nd show, which is
actually 420,
which will actually come out on 420. So
we were both right.
We're actually doing some genius shit on accident all the time here at the Aaron and Austin show.
Crazy.
Yeah. So if we do every week from here on out, the 52nd show, the year show will be released on April 20th. And hopefully we get
you guys knew what you were fucking doing.
Well, that's why we
by accident.
Well, actually, we did plan this one a little because we took a week off knowing that we can't, but nobody can get sick or nothing. I mean,
yeah, we took a week off because I was
can't
sick.
Fuck it up. So
and holidays, it was kind of
so. Thanks everybody that helped and shared. I mean, tons of people came through for us trying to push, and I didn't even want to say. I didn't even want to say that we reached the mark because people kept subscribing. So I just wanted to let y'all keep.
Yeah, hit it.
Yeah. So if we can get 420 and roughly, what's that? We're episode 38 coming out, so that's 12 plus 14 episodes. So
so if we can get 420 subscriptions by April 20th,
yeah, we're there.
We may or may not have Snoop Dogg on the show.
Maybe all those things. I wonder what we'd have to charge. I wonder what we have to pay him, like $5,000 plus.
I said may or may not.
I know what I'm saying? He's my
I'm covering on my bases.
Cousin.
Okay, so again, thanks everybody who subscribed. We appreciate you. We love you. This is a spot we're still looking for fill-in. As we cut to this graphic, we're going to have all the Monica House stuff coming up, everything that's going on at the Monica House, including all their shows, all their festivals, everything that the Aaron and Austin show's involved in as well. That's coming up on the graphic right now. Where again, we're selling that graphic space. So if you want to get your flyer there, and you for $5 an episode, or for a whole month's run, you want to do it for $15. We're willing to work with you, and then we'll also put you on the Facebook page and everything. So as we cut to that graphic, know this could be where your graphic is sitting. You could have your fucking graphic right here.
Right.
Bam.
Now. Yeah. So episode 38. We got Call Me Ishmael.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm supposed to call you?
Yeah, I guess so.
He said, call me Ishmael. I was like,
yeah,
I take it easy.
I guess it's kind of a joke. My real name's Ishmael, but everybody calls me Ish. So
I think we have a tendency to be lazy as people.
Oh, for
and
sure.
so it's just Ish. You know what I mean?
I'm for it, because then I don't have to.
Yeah, my name's Aaron, and people just go, hey. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, so.
What was funny is I was, and shout out to Syndrome Entertainment for letting me host a New Year's Eve event up at Barcode. We had a pretty good turnout. We actually got almost 60 paid people in a 97. A 97,
and it was New Year's Eve, so it was like $37 a head, right?
It was only $10 $10 a piece to get in that motherfucker. So
that's a deal.
And we had quite a few artists in there.
Next New Year's,
yeah,
a steal.
Yeah. I mean, we might even get with Joe. I know Joe's looking to do an acoustic set coming up too. So shout out to Syndrome Entertainment and anybody else looking for me to host. I hosted three shows last year. And
Are you digging it, man?
I had a good time. I mean, I get better every time and worse, and there's always things I wish I would have did and said and all that good stuff. But I'm enjoying it. I actually like it. You know, I'm not nervous, and I'm good at running the stage shit, making sure people get up on time.
I've been on stage for years and years and years, and I still get fucking nervous about that.
I get
I
nervous.
know, dude. It's awkward.
Like,
I get nervous right before I have to say the first thing of the night. When I first have to go up there and be like, "Hey, welcome everybody!" Like that is the
I hide behind my bass, man.
I'm not.
Nah, dude.
After that, I'm not nervous.
I realize there's some days if I sit at home alone all day, I won't say a single word all day, and then I'll be like, "Oh shit, I have to go like sing in front of people."
Yeah,
me and you are the complete opposite, dude. If I sit in a room by myself, I talk out loud the whole time.
I'm silent.
Shit, dude, I'm biting my tongue in my sleep. I'm trying to talk. I'm thinking when I'm fucking sleeping these days.
My shit looks like my life looks like a Charlie Chaplin film. Just me silent walking.
It's just
around.
like,
bro, that would be a cool reality show.
or a cool video.
As you can be, yeah.
We'll just have a pianist just score your.
Oh, with scoring it, scoring it would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'd back that.
I would fucking, I'd be totally into that.
Have you ever seen that dude that like he scores his mom?
Oh yes, oh it's
On,
so
like,
funny.
trombone?
Yes, dude,
That's
it's
it.
so fucking
Dude, that
funny.
shit's
Is she kind of
hilarious.
fat?
No, she's a little person. She's a little person.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh,
Right.
she is.
Yeah, she's a little person,
Okay, maybe I haven't seen
and
this.
he's full grown, but like
Okay, maybe I haven't seen this.
she'll be like going through mail, and he'll go, huh?
Dude, how funny of an instrument is the trombone?
dude.
It's good.
It's really an awesome instrument.
It is.
It's
It
good.
hits some really cool tones. You know.
I mean, put some horns in your fucking music, in my opinion. I love
I
horns.
wish, dude. I'm too quiet. And just be screaming over me and be like, "Hey, dude, can you turn that down?" Like, but you can't turn a trombone down.
I mean, what do you
it's
just
gonna
like?
be loud as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, you
man.
just don't mic it as well, or what?
They have
I
to
don't
play in
know.
another room. Like, you got to be 2 houses down if you want to play a trombone with me.
That's fucking hilarious.
Mic it in the middle
He has
house.
like he has like the most silent little house in his place. I can just see him fucking not saying a word all goddamn day.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
So this is the first time I've actually got to like sit and talk with you, but I've seen you play at open mics quite a bit. Is where
Yeah.
we actually.
Yeah, I've
So-
been doing that a lot lately.
So kind of explain what your set is, what your thing is, what your vibe.
I don't even fucking know, dude. I just play an acoustic guitar, and I like to tell people I just play an acoustic guitar and cry about why girls didn't like me. So I'm just like, oh, I swear I'm okay.
There's
You should like me.
There's totally a market.
Don't
for
let the
that.
musician thing fool you. You know.
Yeah,
There's totally a market for that. I mean, I feel like you can get away with that.
that's
just about
that's
any
about
generation.
it, dude. It's like I like Death Cab for Cutie a lot. Yes, stuff like that.
And you wrote a song I really dig called it's based on OnlyFans, right?
Oh yeah,
It's like
the
I wanna
OnlyFans
be your only fan.
song. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you write
felt-
some good tunes, man. You have a good turn of phrase. You know what I
Thanks,
mean?
dude.
You play guitar well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I like to say I
think
don't
you
know
write a
shit about
creative song.
fuck, dude. I just be up there doing it stuff.
Yeah.
So
So
what-
hey, do that.
So are you originally from Wichita?
Yeah.
So when'd you pick up a guitar? How'd this all start?
Honestly, I would say way back in the day, my little brother started playing, and it would just be sitting around. So I just started messing around with it too, because we were like best friends. So like, I would just play it, and then I didn't really ever take it serious. And then like last year, I started playing way more and writing a lot of songs. And then this April is when I really started playing shows. So it hasn't been too long.
Yeah, I think that sounds about the right timeline when I started seeing you at Barleycorns, I think.
Yeah, you've been popping up to these open mics. But you've also been popping up on shows here at Monica House.
Yeah, I
Recently.
like playing here. It's fun. For some reason, I don't know why. I play like other places all the time. This place makes me nervous every time.
Monica
I play.
House does?
I don't know why. I think it's because it's so like intimate. And you're like, oh, everybody's listening.
There is a thing there. This feels like an old school house party.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I mean?
sure it does.
And
Like at the one kid's house that their parents were like never fucking home for some reason.
yeah, or their parents were cool and would like totally buy the alcohol, but you can't leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
then
know,
they would
like-
like buy the alcohol and like fucking disappear into the ether. Like I had like 3 or 4
Nah,
families.
dude, they was in their bedroom.
Yeah, right. Just fucking.
They was
Usually,
letting you
my
do your
friend's
thing.
mom was down there making a fool of my friend, just drunk as shit. And
Oh,
we're all
shit.
like, oh,
that's even
Betty,
that's better.
chill out.
That's even better.
That's not really her name, but you know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to
Names
not
were
wait.
changed to protect the innocent.
Way to not make us have to like ding her out or something. But Betty, you know who you are.
Yeah, we all know.
We all know. We all remember.
I was there.
So does your brother still do music, or
No, he could if he wanted to, but he doesn't.
is he from around this area too?
Yeah.
So maybe you guys start a new brothers
Right.
acoustic set
Yeah,
together.
right. He wouldn't be into that. He's on to bigger, better things. Nah, I don't know. I just don't think he'd be into it.
What you got coming up, man? You said you had a couple. You got some songs you've been recording.
Oh yeah. I have an EP coming out at some
Hell
point.
yeah.
I would say February. I should be getting it back from my buddy Nick. He lives out in Texas. He's part of the Ride Boys. Fucking Ride Boys, dude.
Shout out to
But
them.
yeah.
And who are those people? Elaborate.
They're the Island Boys' neighbors.
It's
Say it again.
They're the Island Boys'
The Island
neighbors.
Boys.
No, don't lump those
No,
poor people
they
in with the
just-
Island Boys.
no, they like to drink whiskey. The Ride Boys, dude.
There
They
you go.
fucking
Are they? Is it a studio
it's
or?
Nick and Clayton. They have a band and they have a studio and it's pretty sick. Like it's in their house, but they have really legit equipment and they like split us all up in rooms. Of course, I was playing by myself, but me and my buddy Zach and his band, Zach Crow and the No Shows.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they all went down there with. I went with them technically, but yeah, we recorded EPs. I think I'll get mine in February. He'll probably get his at the end. So both of those will be coming out, which would be sick.
How'd you hook up with these guys? How'd you
Winfield
Winfield?
going to
The festival,
Mm-hmm.
Bluegrass Festival.
You're singing this guy's language, Mr. Winfield, right here.
I love how much non-bluegrass shit happened out of that festival.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's just music.
that's the most boring part is the bluegrass stuff.
Well, no, dude,
I mean,
it's like
cool.
Fair enough.
no,
I love bluegrass.
I love bluegrass, but
yeah,
like,
that's just you co-signing the negative bluegrass statement.
No.
But I love
I'm
bluegrass.
down for it.
I love bluegrass too. But Winfield they're not doing it right, in my opinion. Okay,
Damn,
Like,
a guy from Winfield taking a dump on the
bro,
Winfield.
because I'm from Winfield, I'm allowed. That's what I'm
fair
trying to
enough.
tell
I
you.
mean, you do got
Like,
credentials.
you've been there.
I have seen.
I went 1 year, so I can't. Really.
I've been
my birthday.
5 times.
My birthday's September 16. Like, that's my festival.
So
man.
they actually started that festival around your birthday, from what I've heard. This is actually it's,
several years before I was born.
It's actually
they
called.
did
It's
that.
actually
Yeah.
called.
It's like the coming of
It's
the
actually
Messiah.
it's the Aaron. It's the Aaron Underwood.
There
The
was a
unofficial
star.
name is the Aaron Underwood Bluegrass Festival.
Yeah.
All right, that's sick.
But no, for my birthday, a lot of years I got tickets to that festival, and so
Fuck
so,
yeah.
so I went for a very long time. And
Were they doing it wrong then, or are they doing it wrong now?
They were still doing it wrong then, and what I mean by that, what I had a problem with back then is it's the same fucking bands over and over again every
Yeah.
year. If you
Well,
played
it's
there,
still Winfield.
if you played there in 1986, you're probably still
gonna
playing
play.
there. And
Yeah.
I want to know like some new shit, man.
Well, I mean,
like
it's
Billy
still-
Strings came up. Billy
Bluegrass
Strings
is
came
just
up.
really like
Yeah. When is the
it
new?
appreciates the past. It's like
Yeah.
super old.
Yeah,
so
okay,
they're gonna
but-
keep to
But
what. they
what
got.
about that new shit, man? What about
Well, is there
Railroad Earth?
is there a new bluegrass band?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
There's tons.
So they're
There's-
just not bringing them
there's,
in.
There's Railroad Earth.
gotta turn
There's Blue Sky
83
Green
before you,
Grass.
like,
There's
accept
Billy
it.
Strings. Billy Strings actually played that festival and will never be back
Why not?
Billy
because
Strings is
he put a distortion pedal on his acoustic guitar.
sick. Yeah, that's
Oh no!
That's very
Oh
not
shit!
bluegrass,
Oh
yeah.
fuck!
So there's that kind of like weird like things.
Bluegrass.
Not
is,
really, but
bluegrass
yeah.
is strict, dude. It's like
It's so
classical,
dumb.
dude.
It's so dumb.
There's strings. You're really not supposed to have like drums and shit. It's just supposed to be all strings.
My
and just
biggest
straight.
fandom
and a lot of picking. Really,
my
I'm
biggest
tired of
fandom
that,
my
dude.
biggest
Tired
fandom
of
in
that.
bluegrass was the Split Lip Rayfield.
Of course,
They
dude.
were a band that I
Of
really
course.
got into. So, like, I followed them to the Bluegrass Festival a few times and had some really fun.
'Cause they were
Man,
from
did a lot
here.
of goddamn shrooms and shit at those festivals. It's hard to fucking.
Yeah, that happens.
It's hard to remember if somebody had a. It's hard to remember if somebody had. It's like, here's a chocolate. Well, okay, but like, I don't
Thank
remember
you.
if they had a drums or not. Like, does it fucking
No,
matter?
they always try it, man. Like there's always somebody in Pecan Grove going to try a drum circle, and they get shut down like so
Yeah,
harsh
you
and
ain't
so
doing
Well,
fast.
do they come around with like fucking wiffle ball bats and beat you like just passive aggressively?
Well, it's not wiffle ball bass; it's a bluegrass festival. They
bad
come
looks.
around with like broken banjos and mandolins.
Oh,
You just
Jesus.
get a lot of
And they
bad
whip it.
looks. They're like,
Yeah,
Well, what is? I mean,
guy's fucking-
so there's no evolution in the genre of bluegrass. It sounds.
no, there is, but not in Winfield.
there's not supposed to be.
Not in Winfield, there ain't.
Like. Yeah, it's just. It sounds like it's supposed to be this
It's just
way.
supposed to be how it is, dude. Bluegrass is like a.
This is what I'm saying though. Is like this is coming out of bluegrass.
So how do you
Festival.
fix it?
I mean,
so
it's
what's your
cool
way to fix this?
It's cool to like evolve and be like, oh, I do this, and it's rooted from that.
Yeah,
But
that's how
really,
you keep it alive.
yeah, you can
Well,
always.
to put your foot down when you're hosting a festival of like multiple days with multiple artists, and you're always trying to fill a bill. And especially like keep the concert new. You would think that you would look for some innovation amongst the artists.
I feel like Winfield.
Not what's going on in Winfield.
I feel like Winfield. There's those kids that grew up there, and then they end up playing stuff, and they end up really good, and they hold those same values, like those fools from Pretend Friend and stuff. Like they grew up Winfield kids.
No, they did.
And then
who's that?
Yeah,
well, Kyle did. I guess.
who? Fucking
well,
Evan's
who
been
I miss,
going there
I miss
since
who
he
he
was a
said?
fucking baby.
been going to the festival. Okay.
Yeah, so like
being from Winfield kid means something different to me.
Yeah,
like,
going to the festival. So
This guy's got Winfield credentials. I saw his yearbook the other day.
I lived there
Winfield in his
without.
heart, dude.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
don't know.
And
stayed
those
out of
guys are
Winfield as
killing
much
it,
as
man.
possible.
Pretend
they
Friend is
fucking rip,
killing
dude.
it.
That's who
They're
I
so
thought you
good.
said Pretend Friend.
Yeah.
I've seen them before.
They're sick.
Yeah, they are good.
Those guys are amazing. Yeah, and Evan,
Yeah.
killer mandolin
I love
player.
Evan. He's so cool.
Yeah,
Well, a mandolin's just
He's getting really good at skating too. He
dude,
just
I've been seeing
started.
his videos.
Yeah, he just started. and
I've been
he's, like,
seeing his
really-
videos. He's like crushing it,
Yeah, I don't know how.
and he's a little
He's
like.
just good at shit. I
Isn't that
guess.
funny when
Yeah.
people? It's like you fucker. Like you just started skating and you're fucking.
And he's like older. He's older than I would think would be like mastering skateboarding.
So he's like
Yeah.
you know what I'm
62.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, he's about my age.
That's tough. It's tough to learn new shit at
you know,
62.
Yeah,
I'm saying when you're learning skateboarding and you're 11, you're allowed to break some bones and
yeah,
bend
you're
real
gonna eat
fast.
shit
It's
and
all
be cool
good.
with
Yeah,
it. I got to go to work tomorrow. Like,
Oh,
bro,
shit.
you feel me?
yeah.
shit.
Luckily, I'm already like okay at it, so I'll go out. But
Yeah, I mean, I got decent at skateboarding too, but like I got to a height and weight where I was like, yeah, I can't take these falls anymore.
yeah,
That's gonna shut me down
I
for a
still- I
while.
I'm
still-
not doing that if I was your size. Like,
No.
I'm good.
I've been
I'll
walking,
go
I've been walking
out.
with a cave for a minute, man.
No.
I'll ride a bull.
No, you don't want to do that either. They get real
bad,
mad.
right?
You put a big ass motherfucker on a bull, they get real.
You ain't getting out.
No, they get real mad.
You fall
See,
back.
honestly, you guys think that I'd be better? No, the little skinny motherfuckers is who
Yeah.
bull riders are because they don't know the bull don't know you
Yeah,
on
you
there.
know what, dude?
You know how mad a bull is. Just
You
as
see,
anybody's
I
on
said-
there, you put
thought I
my
said
big
a
ass
bull?
on.
I said a bowl, like a skate bowl. Like
Oh, okay. I thought he said
You
a
said
bull.
the
Oh, a bull.
See,
A
that's what I
bull.
thought he was talking about bull riding. I'm like, I ain't
Bull,
riding
skate
bulls
bull.
for shit.
You hop on a bull's back. It's
No.
gonna be like, bro, get the fuck
No,
off.
dude, that thing would be so mad at me. That's what I thought he was talking about. I was like, shh. Because what's funny is what prompted that is I just got hit up. What's funny is from a bull rider that wants to do the show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I've never
my-
had a bull rider. Yes, let's do it.
Well,
totally.
I've met him at Rusty Nail a couple times. I can't quite remember the man's name at the moment,
He's
but he
fucking
is
rad, though.
he's a hell of a bull rider apparently. So he
Oh,
wants
yeah,
to do the
that'd be
show.
sick.
Well, that's funny because but yeah, I mean I can ride a bull in skating. Yeah, I can skate a little bit, and I grew up wakeboarding and.
That's sick.
And so I used to do some board starts, but shit. After you get over about 250,
Yeah,
you gotta put that shit away when you get.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing it either. Like, once I hit 2, I'm good.
Yeah, well, you stay away from it if you can.
Man, I ain't got that sense of balance. Just straight up, like it's
I
not
mean,
my
I always
thing.
was good. I always was good on a board. And I ain't gonna lie. Until I tried snowboarding, that was my biggest fail. That was the hardest thing I've ever.
I've never
tried.
really
Really?
tried snowboarding.
So I could skateboard
Sounds
a little.
hard.
I could skateboard a little bit. I could ollie a curb. I could jump 2 skateboards. I could do a couple. I could pop shove it, and my kick flips were shit. But I could skate a little. And I grew up wakeboarding because I luckily had rich friends that had boats and shit. So I got to go wakeboarding and table rock and shit. But man, I went and tried snowboarding, and I plinkoed down that
shit.
mountain for
I don't know how to
3
turn
days.
on a snowboard.
It was
You
the
just
most
go
uncomfortable.
straight.
right?
Dude, you don't know how to. I couldn't stop, dude. You just get going so fucking fast.
Yeah, no,
it was
I'm good.
so aggressive, dude.
I want to so bad, but I'm like,
I think you should try it while you're. How old are you?
I'll be 32 on the 30th.
Yeah, I mean,
Of
you should.
January.
I mean, you're at that point where you don't really want to get hurt doing shit. But
I'm sending it, dude. I
you
like
should
to
try
send
it.
it.
Well, if you
I'll
skate,
try.
And you been skating. So.
Yeah.
and if you've been
I-
skating, and you're good
If I
shape.
go snowboarding first day, I'm doing a 360. I'm telling you that.
What?
much.
Just what do you mean? Just off a jump?
Yeah,
Shit.
guaranteed.
Shit.
Watch.
You get out there.
All
in that
you'll
snow.
see is me.
You gonna get out there and eat shit off the lift like every
first-
else motherfucker.
The first 2 times, I mean, by the end of the day.
Yeah, you might. But well, I ain't
end
gonna
of the
lie.
day-
Even though I think I was like 27 when I went, and still in fairly good shape and better shape than I am now. And by the second day, I was doing okay. But man, by the third day, I was getting cocky. and I came around the fucking corner, and a motherfucking whole family was there because their kid just fell, and I didn't know how to like abandon safely.
He
from going
murdered
real
a
fast.
family of 4.
I actually killed 7 people. No, but I actually to not kill 7 people, because even me in good shape is still a large man. So, and I'm going real fast coming out onto a blue from the black. And they're there because their kid fell, and they're all like sitting there trying to help their kid up. And I don't know how to bail out.
I would have just jumped.
I did. Just jumped out of the way. Just jumped out of the way. Ate shit. Rolled down the mountain. Lost my fucking snowboard. Kicked off my fucking feet. Slid all the way down the mountain. All my weed and shit came out of my pockets. My glasses. I look like a goddamn the Tasmanian devil hit my ass. And I walked all the way down to the bottom and went to the bar and did not. And I haven't snowboarded since.
Man. Sounds like you had a great time.
That sounds
it sounds fun, dude.
Until that moment, I mean, I still went to some spills the first day, but you get cocky. But like I said, you should try it once. It's something pretty fucking
going,
badass.
dude. I want to do all that shit. I want to surf. I wake skated once. It was pretty fun in Georgia.
I body surf in Hawaii.
I tried to surf, and I could almost get up. It was tough. You have to.
Body surfing was easier than that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I got close. I got close. I got close and got up. But the real pinnacle point, especially if it helps, if again in all these sports, if you're a big man, these aren't the sports for you. But like these extreme sports are more for the skinny fellas and the little guys. But when you go to fucking stand up on a surfboard, if you can. You have to do it so quick that you don't bury the fucking board. Oh yeah. Because if you bury the board, you go under. Yeah, and it's a quick, like, just to your feet, not push the board under and tip it. And if you're not an agile motherfucker, it ain't that easy to do. So just take that in mind when you go.
Yeah, that shit don't make sense to me. Like getting up, like. And you gotta
pop up.
Well, if you never, the only thing that made
I got bad knees.
The only thing that made so do I.
I never figured it out. I just body surf.
I could never quite get up surfing, and I only had 2 days to try it, and I was 19 years old.
Where were you?
Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Cocoa Beach. Florida.
And it was kind of a couple shitty days. Like it was real fucking like stormy and gloomy, kind of like today.
Right.
Like it wasn't like a real sunny days outside. So like the waves were fast and hard, and like you had to fucking. It was tough. Like we had an instructor that was really fucking good. I mean, we got close. So like I could kind of kneeboard and then jump up and eat shit. Like as soon as I got up, I'd bury the front and fucking fall on my fucking face. But like I had wakeboarded enough in my life that I kind of had the gist of how to try to like flip up on.
It's weird just being on top of the water going.
It is. It doesn't even make.
You look down, you're like, dude, I'm really out here.
It really getting pulled, especially getting pulled by a boat. Like it took me a long time to stand, and there's even video of me just eating shit, getting blisters the size of this fucking microphone on my hand, like out at Table Rock, trying to hold on and muscle myself onto the water. It is easy. It is easy.
For his ass,
it is easy.
He's like a quarter your size.
But it actually is easy once you understand the physics.
When I did it,
when you're not fighting it, I was fighting it and not understanding that you could just.
When I did it, I was at
a
cable park out in Georgia, and there's just a cable.
That's tight. I've always wanted to try one of those.
And so I'm sitting there, and they're like, "Sit down and put your feet in the water and let it just take you." And I was like, "Dude, that doesn't make sense." Because they have to turn and then do it. And I'm like, well, it's not attached to my feet. Can I just caveman in? And they're like, most pros can't even do that, dude. Like, I don't think so. But in my head, it's like, no, you just manual. Like,
yeah, I think if I can just do this, it'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, I tried it and it worked. Like,
some people can just see it that way, and that's how it works for you.
Yeah, you got to visualize it, dude.
And like when you're trying to learn new stuff, like you might fail a bunch of times until someone tells you how to do it the way that works for you, or shows you the way that works for you, and then you finally. I had a buddy that finally was like, "Dude, you're getting up. You're already plowing the water. Why are you still just plowing it? Just stand up." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" So, if you just flipped your hips, you just stood the fuck up. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
And once
you're
one
too busy like thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm too busy eating water.
You're in the zone.
I'm too busy getting the fucking
dude. That shit
drugged through the water.
You ever like when you first do it?
Yeah, dude. It's
and
miserable.
you fall and you forget to let go. It's just dragging you.
Oh, dude.
That shit sucks.
When you're learning shit, you're always. And I tried everything. So like, I wanted to try snowboarding once. I wanted to try skateboarding. I wanted to try that shit.
I want to try all of that shit.
I'm not parachuting or bungee jumping though.
Dude. I'm like chill as shit all day, but then when it comes down to it, I'm a thrill seeker. I like to.
You got a motorcycle?
I like to be scared. No, but I want one really bad.
All right, well, be careful. Whenever somebody
Dirt
says
bike, whatever it is.
I've never ridden one, but I want one.
Well, I mean, I have a Harley. So
See, I'm out on all that, man. Like that's not.
have you ever drove a motorcycle?
Yeah.
It's something about it. But in today's age,
and I do dig it. But
there's something I love. I got a Harley of 05 Ultra Classic, and I love to ride around and listen to music. And
I'm also
Dude,
common sense, bro.
Have you ever noticed that when people are riding around on like Harleys and shit and they're listening to music hella loud, you know, they have those loud speakers?
I do it
it's
too.
never good music. Anytime somebody pulls up, it's like some random ass like.
Well, see, that's the funny thing. I get yelled at by other
Harley. Good music. Man.
See, I listen I listen to new hip hop and R&B, and I got a different pulse of most what you're going to hear coming out of a Harley speaker for sure. I have been publicly yelled at in toy runs, in benefits, and I'm talking to you, motorcycle community, who's hating on me. I've had old white men yell at me at stoplights for having black music coming out of a Harley. I've literally been degraded.
You know where you're at.
I've literally been, and I'm not joking. And this is not a fun thing for me. I've been literally publicly degraded on my motorcycle for listening to like just regular ass hip hop music.
Fuck them.
Exactly, fuck them until they fucking run me off the fucking road on my motorcycle. I mean, these people are crazy. I mean, it's just music. Who the fuck cares what I'm listening to? And what
take
you like?
off, dude.
Like there's
drive down the block.
There's no motorcycle guy, so that's why I don't.
So I live over on Market Street, and right behind my house on Broadway is the Black Sabbath MC.
Yeah,
and Black Sabbath MC, they're all inclusive. Like they're cool.
I still live over there.
Most of the people in that club are black.
Yeah.
And I know a couple gays in that club. Like,
so they don't have like the weird ass like bylaws.
They ain't got them fucking hang-ups like that.
Do you see like? You know what
I mean?
I always like to get down with the
most of their shit
community, but they have these such weird like lines in the fucking sand.
Yeah, why though?
Why? I can't ask them because that's just
because to be a club, I guess
that's some weird white people shit. I can't get down with.
Dude, do what you do, man.
I don't got that hatred in my heart.
You don't want to let me in? I'll start my own club.
And that's where these better clubs come from because of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too. And Black Sabbath MC, I'm going to give it up to him, man, because I'm right across the Broadway from them.
Yeah,
and I see them all the time having like a truck out there feeding the homeless, man.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
You know,
like doing community work.
Yeah, and like once a week back in the day when my man Toons was the VP, he just run like community night. We gonna put a band out here because. Fuck it, why not?
That's sick, dude.
You know, just
I like that shit.
Yeah,
I like when people are
cool.
nice to homeless people.
Well, the thing is,
and MCs do great work.
They all do.
All of them.
They
do great work.
You can like,
but that's the part of it that what he's talking about, like the inner sanctum of some of that shit's kind of
some of that. Well, and I will say.
They do cool shit.
Again, I'm going to point a finger. I'm going to look right at the camera and point a finger. Some of that good charity work y'all do is to disguise all the hatred and shit y'all got going on.
You're trying to make it up. You're trying to get into heaven at the end of the day.
And you're trying to stay on the good graces of everybody and act like y'all ain't fucking a bunch of assholes.
Man, sometimes you got to do a cover up.
And honestly, I have had a love-hate relationship with the motorcycle clubs in this town for a long time. Half of them like me and half of them don't. So I don't give a fuck, really what they think. But I love riding motorcycles, and I like what a motorcycle club is supposed to be about when it's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
we're not. This ain't the 70s anymore.
But that's a lot of what I've seen of the motorcycle community.
And I
see a lot of positive.
Me too, because a lot of them are good friends of mine. And then you get deeper into it, and they got them weird dudes in their thing that got some weird ass views that you're trying to gang.
I don't know about that, but I rode a bicycle before.
Right?
It's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
Well, you and John.
He was in a bicycle club.
John, John, were you in that club? John, you and Ishmael were riding bikes.
When I was 9, I had a fucking bike crew that would kill any of them.
Well, I wasn't gonna lie. Yeah. I tried to get into some BMXing as a kid myself. I had the fucking Dyno VFR with
that shit's scary
with pegs on front and back.
That shit is so
fuck,
scary.
Dude. How are you gonna say that's scary when you're fucking on?
Dude,
on a skateboard.
The sound of a bike, like When you fall and it's like,
Oh, dude,
like,
it is. You are falling onto like a really metal mechanism.
and they're just going hella high. And,
You're gonna catch a handlebar somewhere.
Well, I don't know.
Built different.
Yeah, so I don't know if any of you guys have been out to Emery Park ever, but Emery Park here in Wichita is
so much
they got that
shit
BMX track.
yeah, the BMX track has been there forever, and I used to race out there when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
I mean that shit, I did it like for 2 summers, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I don't want to fall and get dirty as shit. At the same time.
It's like a slight thrill. I used to seek those thrills, like you were saying. You know, you go after trying, and you're like, this ain't for me.
Yeah, biking is different though. It's like you got to jump over there, like
Far,
hella far,
hella far,
hella far.
hella far onto like some sketchy ass landings too.
No,
it's not. I mean,
I stick to concrete, dude.
oh well, fuck that concrete too.
Yeah,
Shit.
fuck concrete.
Yeah, this motherfucker's skinny. You know?
Now I don't even. I barely skate anymore. Like I like doing it, but I realized the other day. I think that's why I play music so much because I still get the same like
rush,
adrenaline rush. Yeah, I'm like.
So that's funny. We talked a little bit about this because we were. I had a buddy that asked me when I was going to host. He's like, "Are you nervous tonight?" And I said to him, I was like, "No, not at all." I was like, "I didn't even think about being nervous." I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" He's like, "You got to go out and talk to these people." So is there ever a point? You've been a musician for a long time. You're a new musician.
Yeah.
So we have a nice range here. Is there ever a point where even if it's a normal show, regular show, big show, whatever it is, Aaron and Ishmael, where that like anticipation rush is easier to handle or goes away, or is it like always something you get? The
bigger to me, the less sketchy it is, because there's people over there just talking and doing whatever the fuck they're doing. But if it's a small crowd, you're like,
I might know these people.
Yeah, and I know they're listening,
and they're right on top of you, kind of a little bit too. So, but is that why a little bit why you guys do what you do is for that rush?
And to be heard, dude. I talk so quiet. A lot of times I feel like nobody hears shit I say.
You sing kind of quiet too, man. I'm gonna lie to you.
I can't.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like
I try not to.
Like we be at open mics, and I'm just like, man, you gotta turn his vocal up.
I always tell him,
John's like, that shit's all the way up.
He's like, I got them already.
Turn that shit up till it's screeching, dude, and then go down.
well, hey, just be louder. You can be louder. You got.
I can't. I've tried.
Well, just like fucking step on your other foot or something.
So
I just try to play the guitar quieter.
So to answer your question from my end of it, is there a point where it gets easier? The longer I do it, the more I just kind of I'll try to lump them in the same thing, and I kind of approach every show the same way. I try to get enough talent juice down to where I don't really feel that pressure.
But do you have a nervous?
I totally have a nervous itch.
Like right before you go on?
Yeah.
Does that subside like right when the first chord hits and boom, we're in it and we're good?
That subsides when about the third shot go down, and then I go, okay, it's all going to happen the way it happens, and I just feel so much easier about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just going to be that way.
Really?
It's a total crutch, and I will say it to you, like it's a crutch.
So when is it? Can I ask you another question without being right up in your? When's the last time you've done a show without any booze?
I couldn't tell you.
And maybe let's try to do one of those this year and see what that looks like.
I'll randomly do it sometimes.
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, I'm trying not to drink.
And there is no judgment. Every show that I attend, I drink, and I'm drinking right now. So I'm no judgment here.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying that's a different Aaron. Okay, that's an Aaron that's ready to perform.
Yeah, for sure.
I get a couple shots, and I'm like, all right, let's fucking go.
Well, and
that's like me saying, sober me, don't talk.
And
that's what I'm trying to say.
Just be sitting there.
Oh, and I will say, I instigated into this show a lot, and a lot of our guests know that we have a shot before we do the show. Like it loosens you up a little bit. There is something to be said for alcohol, and there's a lot of stand-up comedians that I know by podcasts that I watch, even ones who do not drink or even smoke cigarettes on the regular, will have a shot and a cigarette before they perform.
Yeah, hype you up and relax you.
And it's that thing. I have to relax in, man. I have to feel like we're there.
You want to know the funniest? Can I talk about drugs on here?
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
So I have like the funniest like
we were already talking about doing
emergency fire extinguisher thing. I just have a little like a chewable ketamine lozenge in my guitar bag.
That's a thing?
Yeah, I keep one in my guitar bag.
Shit.
I've never had to use it, but I have it in there just in case.
In case of emergency.
I'm calling bullshit. You've used it before.
No, it's the same one. It's still in there just in case. It's
it's like
break glass for emergency.
Really? That's fucking amazing.
That's fucking
So have you guys ever done ketamine? Let's segue into that.
I've done it once on accident.
I have
too.
I have
Yeah.
done ketamine before.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool.
I've done it a couple
So
times.
let's all do
One
ketamine
time
together when
actually.
you get a chance.
No, I'm pretty over it. I'm pretty over it, to be honest with you, man. I'm like, I
Sometimes
tried
we
that.
have to advocate for shit I would never do again. I think it was like fucking 23 or some shit.
Yeah, I can't. It makes me feel like somebody could just take me, dude. I don't like it.
Dude.
I need to be able to like.
Well, I'm not gonna
defend
I'm not gonna
myself.
fully disclose my whole ketamine experience, but like it was a night where like it helped me go to bed, and it was not a bad
Yeah,
experience.
that's perfectly fine. If you're in a room full of people you don't know, you're like, dude, somebody could just pick me up by the ankles
Well,
and take me out of
see
here.
the thing is, that's where me and you have different lives again, Ishmael. That's never gonna happen. No one's ever gonna grab me by the ankles and try to drag me out of the room.
You're gonna have about 6
That's
friends.
Well, so
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have trouble getting pallbearers to my
for
fucking
you,
funeral, bro.
somebody might come in with a dolly and just take you
They're
out.
like,
of
we
there,
gotta
dude.
carry this fat motherfucker. Why didn't he just get fucking cremated? Jesus.
You can get a crane.
Shit, my cremated shit would be. It would take 2 motherfuckers to carry my ashes.
Your urn looks like a salad bowl.
This shit looks like a volcano just went off. There's just ashes everywhere.
I love it.
So that's a funny bit of like big dudes have to have like 2 people carry their ashes. Like that's there's something there.
What kind of fucking oven are they putting you in, dude?
The fucked up thing is they got cut my ass up. That poor bastard
for
doesn't.
sure.
Oh shit!
That poor
You're not-
bastard.
That went dark.
Yeah, that
went
poor,
dark.
that poor
Man.
bastard's got to cut me up before because he's like, God damn it, this motherfucker! Dude, I can't even get his head in this oven.
Hey, to get us out of this dark place, how do you know Eli, man?
Let's do a shot of Rumplemans then. To get us out of this dark place.
You were merely made in the darkness.
I was born in it.
Now I'm getting them too,
Oh,
bro.
jeez, that's fucking hilarious.
I know Eli, I think from skating, dude. I've known him for so long.
Just tell me, shit.
You know, you've known somebody
36
so
minutes.
long that you don't even know where from.
Right, that's
Yeah, I
it.
think it's from skating, though.
And that's always
But that's Eli.
to me.
Yeah.
Those are my friends that I like the most. Like you kind of melds into like I've just known him forever, even if
Yeah.
you haven't. You know, like those are the
But it's
people.
like, I don't even need to know.
Yeah,
Eli's my cousin, man. I've known that kid since he was super small.
we gotta have him on eventually, right?
Yeah, we will. We
Yeah.
will.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
So cheers. As we're about 40 minutes through this motherfucker. It's time for another shot.
Are we about there? Really?
Yeah, we're at 30,
That's fine.
36 minutes or something.
I just did that little.
Did you spin it? And hey, and I want to say a special thanks to while we're taking a shot break. Special thanks to this show and to Aaron and to all the production people that have helped us do this show. Monica House, the music place where we were, to facilitate this thing that we wanted to do has been a great year of messing with it, and it helped me a ton because I go through holiday and seasonal depression around this time.
Same.
I got
Same, big time.
I got high expectations with 2 kids and Christmas. I got my birthdays around this time, which I fucking loathe and hate. I fucking hate the cold weather. I fucking love the summers. I got a pool that we do pool volleyball at, and when that shit goes away, I'm fucking sad.
Man,
So, but
yeah.
I would
Good
like
pool.
to. We have got a lot of. People that have reached out to me and to our Facebook page saying how much this show has been an inspiration for them this year and help them re-inspire themselves to get involved with doing the art that they want to do. Well, I want to turn that coin the other way and say that you guys also inspired me and helped me make it through this year. Has been one of the easiest holiday depressions that I've been through in a long time because I've had hosting gigs. I get to meet up with you every week and meet a new artist every week.
Yeah, dude.
And it helps a ton. And we get out to the Cowboy, and I got to get out and see
I
some
still
shows.
gotta go there.
Well, come tonight.
You
if
better
want.
come tonight, man.
Maybe I will. What's going on tonight?
Did you bring your
Come
guitar?
on.
Yeah.
You
What's
ready?
open mic? It's Taylor Wall's open mic. Come sing a song.
shit.
Come sing a
Yeah.
song tonight because he's talking about.
It's kind of a thing we do here, man.
Yeah.
We do this. And
I got my ketamine lozenge.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case.
He's got 8 of them and he's selling them for $2.
No, I have one. There's only one, dude. Just in case.
But
it's
yeah.
6 years old.
But I
which
would
is
like to
good.
say, as you guys have thanked us, and we've heard a lot of things, I would like to turn that back on you guys, and I would like to thank you for letting us,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
instantly accepting us into the local community. And we have guests that don't care what other guests we've had;
Right.
they're just willing to do our show. So
I want to give a shout out to Irish over at Barcode, playing
Yeah.
our podcast over his TVs.
Is he really?
He does that.
Shout out to Irish. And there's a lot of things going on with Barcode, and like I said, I hosted an event there for Syndrome Entertainment. I'm glad that venue is back open. I'm glad that any venue that's willing to put on artists is back open. We had a excuse me.
Yeah,
Rumpleman's burp.
good.
We had a Rumpleman's
That was
burp.
a good one.
Jesus, I mean,
I
that's,
give that a 4 out of 10.
That's bassy.
yeah. Well, and I fucking saved it. It could have been.
Would have been better on the mic.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have backed it.
yeah, I
I
could have.
burp into the mic every once in a while when I'm playing shows.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Your own windscreen, though.
dude,
Not mine, man.
well, have you ever guys seen that one dude that
I'll
like?
try not to, but sometimes it's fitting. Sometimes
Get
you're
away,
like,
dude.
"Ugh."
Yeah, and I mean, and there's a fucking funny ass TikTok that goes around. There's a guy that knows how to work the PA systems at like Target, and he farts in the
Oh,
PA
I see
system.
that.
Yes.
It's like echo.
Yeah, that guy's my hero. So,
Sick.
but yeah, like Irish. Shout out to Irish. He was really accommodating for the show this week. He's been bending over backwards to do everything he can to just open another fucking venue that plays live music.
So I had a hard time accepting that for a minute.
Well, you and the whole community have had a hard time with
Yeah.
that. It's not just
I
you.
get it.
I did, man. I did because
I get it.
Well, what were we supposed to do? Light the building on fire and move the fuck on?
No.
Well, I mean,
that's not what I'm saying. That's
You
not what I'm
could
saying.
like not do the exact same thing, but at some point, if
What
you're
a-
doing
He's
it
not
and
doing the
you're
exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing,
He's not.
How is he not?
if you're doing the same thing
Huh?
and your heart's in the
if
right
you're doing the
place,
same thing, he's just putting on live music.
If your heart's
That's the
in the
same
right
thing.
place, who gives a shit?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, well,
Not at all.
explain.
Okay, so what Kenny was doing is what Kenny's always done. Kenny was bringing a bigger picture thing
Yeah,
to Wichita. That's what he was trying to do, in my opinion. Okay, now everybody got their opinion of what
yeah. He had a
what
goal,
was
he had
going
a goal
on.
in his
But
head.
what I'm saying is that Kenny was one of the first people to bring like Cody Jinks, Whitey Morgan, a lot of these people that were
What the gallows? One of those.
goddamn Gallows.
Gallows.
Hootin' Hollers.
Okay,
Okay, guys.
Kenny was
Shout out to the goddamn
Kenny
gallows.
was into shit
Always
before
really-
anybody else is into
That's
shit.
what I'm trying to say.
He was like, "This is gonna be cool one
Look,
day."
look.
Well,
Kenny-
but at
Kenny
the very
sucked.
end of the day, he was just giving people a place to play music.
Yeah.
But what he was doing
Was he better at it and had a wider scope than most? Yeah, like that's fair enough.
I'm saying that he saw a thing in these bands that were touring around, and he was honest with them, like, "Hey, man, look, I'm in a weird spot in town.
Yeah.
I ain't
It
gonna
is.
be able
It's
to
a
bring
tough
the whole-
spot.
It's a very hard.
It's an
spot.
impossible spot.
It's not
It's-
impossible.
no, dude,
it's not
I-
impossible.
dude,
But
if
but
you're
look,
in a fucking
look,
band-
this establishes the difference, and this is what I'm going to say. Hear me out on this, because Kenny would bring these artists in that he really thought were cool. They're touring around the area. He would talk to them. He'd bring them in, and they played there, and they continued to play there.
yeah.
All right. Now, what Irish is doing is something different. Okay. Irish is doing something different, and I applaud him for his efforts.
Well, just because he doesn't have the connections
Doing
that
his
Kenny
own
did,
thing.
basically.
That's not it, man. Irish has to make his bar a destination bar, regardless.
Is he open?
And what he's doing right
Yeah.
now is he's welcoming in like LGBTQ community.
Kenny was just down for being like, dude, this shit might suck.
Well, see,
but I want you to
is
be here.
Barcode
Like,
open every night, or are they only open when they have a venue?
It's,
going?
it's not every night. Like I know they're not open tonight because I tried to go out there tonight.
Well, I know Elbow Room.
I haven't been there either.
Elbow Room came into where they were only open if they had something going on.
Right.
Is that what Barcode's doing? I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what they-
Irish. I love your place, Kenny. I loved
Yeah.
your place too. So there's to me, if we can get live music in, I don't give a fuck either way.
I don't know if this was from me, but I remember me and Kenny having a conversation about like you shouldn't be open unless you have a show going on. This is a destination bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't have
There's
that
really no
neighborhood
reason
bar
to-
thing.
Yeah, you
going
don't.
on.
Well, and you don't. And you're at Pawnee and fucking Hydraulic. You don't
That's
want
what I'm
those.
trying
You
to
don't
say.
want
Hanging
those.
up with
You don't want
tweakers
those
there all day.
regulars.
Yeah.
Fuck those regulars.
Hey, well,
And no offense if you live in that
some
area.
guy in
But,
a wife beater.
It's not regulars. It's not regulars. It's walk up traffic.
yeah, oh yeah.
All right. Now, if I'm trying to run a business at Pawnee and Hydraulic about walk up traffic,
Yeah.
what do you think's walking up, man?
A guy in a wife beater and blue jeans, and it's going to be a
Yeah.
little bit dirty, and he's going to have some
his
dirty
shopping
ass,
cart.
Well,
some dirty ass
foot
black Air
traffic.
Force Ones.
Foot traffic is dangerous everywhere.
What I'm saying is that bar has to be a destination bar, and Irish is trying to embrace a thing that was actually a long time ago, because that location at Elbow Room was a gay bar for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that was the most successful I'd ever seen that place. And so he's trying to kind of welcome that community back in on Wednesday night to do a
Dude,
really
just
cool
like
drag
Jackson.
show. Yeah, because it was.
It's not good.
This guy. But he's trying to welcome in a community, and he's trying to do it locally.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit different than what Kenny was doing. Irish Irish isn't trying to ride his coattails. Is what I'm trying to say.
Basically,
No, I know that's 100% a thing.
What you're saying is this guy, because I don't know Irish, and I haven't been to his spot yet, but I feel like he's trying to find his place.
Oh, don't do
But
that.
Kenny was just like,
Just
I know what the fuck I'm doing.
A shot. I just want an ounce.
Like Kenny was just like, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't care if you believe it, but I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm doing. But this
Kenny
guy is
knew
trying
what
to
he was
find
doing.
his spot, so he's like, let's try this and see what this.
Well,
is.
And why aren't we supporting that? You know
Well,
what I mean?
You should. Fully.
I didn't.
support
I
it.
didn't for a while. Okay,
back
I
it,
didn't
dude.
for a while.
and there's a large chunk of the community that's in your boat and will
And
not
I
support
didn't
it.
want to. I didn't want
I
to do
don't
it because
care.
I honestly, it was a selfish reason. I didn't want to go in there, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that too.
Ghosts.
So
You know what I
I'm
mean?
on both sides of these
I
fences.
fully get that.
I want to support Irish's Bar, but I spent a lot of time in the elbow
Hella
room
support it, dude.
and met Kenny at the Lizard Lounge originally and
Yeah.
followed him to the elbow room.
Same.
And so I had a lot of memories there, and I want to support Irish's Bar, but I have not been in the barcode until I was paid to be there this last weekend. So I am a bit of a hypocrite. I haven't wanted to go back in there and relive those old memories either, but I still feel like if there's someone willing to buy a space at
And
the very
do something for-
and
something you
put
love.
and put local music on in any shape or form, the whole town should be involved in that.
Yeah.
No matter what, I mean, as long as they don't have some weird malice
I'm
intent
not
or trying to ride
If that
coattails.
fool would have
Right.
came in
But-
and been like, fucking, what's the bar called again?
Barcode.
If he would have came
Barcode.
in like their slogans, barcode 10 times better than the elbow room. Yeah, you'd be like, yeah, that sucks. Don't do that.
Fuck
but
you.
he's
Well,
just
there
doing
was
his own
somebody.
fucking thing,
There
dude.
was
It's
somebody,
cool.
if I remember correctly, that was going to open the bar before him.
Yeah, there
that was
was.
going to name it the Elbow Room. Was not.
He
gonna
was just
change
trying
it.
to keep it.
Yeah, he would
And
have not.
that coattailer.
if
and I don't know who that is.
That blew back. So
And I don't
bad.
know who- and I don't know who
Maybe if
that
he would've
is.
known and like had a fucking shrine to Kenny in the middle of it.
Well, I mean, it
Maybe.
ain't even that. It ain't even that.
Yeah,
like,
but you got to pay homage to stuff.
yeah,
Like you
Kenny
can't
don't want
just-
no fucking shrine.
Yeah, I know, but
Okay,
you at the
but-
end of the day, you have to pay homage to where something came from. You can't just be like, "Oh, this is mine now."
Well, is that fair enough? But it's not like, to all respect to Kenny, it's not like he invented the fucking barcode name or elbow room name. That's
But that's
all
what
over.
it is.
There's like 500
I don't
Elbow
know.
rooms
As far
around.
as I know, that's it.
Me too, though.
Yeah.
You should.
Well, locally, that was the one,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that sticks with us. You know, is like
the way
it was
I feel
important.
I feel like you have to say where you got something from. Like, you know,
You
these,
have to acknowledge credit.
yeah, you know, all
Yeah.
these kids like making this weird like halfway punk rock rap music now. None of them are ever like, "Hey, Good Charlotte," because that's exactly what they sound like. MGK,
God,
that's all he's doing. It's just Good Charlotte. But they've never been like, "Hey, this is where it's from." They're like, "This is a new thing." No, you're just doing Good Charlotte, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's
You're literally
all it is.
recycling a thing that your
Yeah.
fans.
Well, I mean,
Lifestyles of the rich and
I would
famous,
almost
dude.
put up to any human being in any art form. There is almost, I mean, you can every once in a while you still will catch some like breath of fresh air of original.
But
Yeah.
most
Oh, that's
shit's
hard
been
to come
done.
by.
Most shit's been
Most
done.
shit's been
Done.
I'm a writer. Every joke has been written.
Yeah,
Every
everything's been
form,
done.
of, like I listen to stand-up comedians and I go, "Damn, I wrote that joke." Like, I wrote that
Everything's
joke
been
2
done.
years
You
ago.
just have to admit it.
And they didn't. And the thing is, they didn't steal it.
Like you can sing.
You
a
gotta bring
whole-
it different.
Yeah, you can sing like the whole cadence of a song just like another song you heard. But if you're like, I made that up, then you're a piece of shit. But if you're like, no, I listened to this song back in fucking
And this influenced me.
96,
Yeah.
Right.
and that's where it came from. That's when
Yeah.
it's okay. It's fully okay.
Yeah. Or like expanding a Mitch Hedberg one-liner.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how
Yeah,
that-
it's like
do you know?
AI gen- AI shit.
And
You're
first
like, oh, I wanna
and
see
first
the
and
rest of
foremost,
it.
I need a little bit of correction from you. Mitch Hedberg was and is one of the funniest comedians one
Fucking
timers
the
of all time.
best,
king
dude.
of
I
one-liners.
love
But-
Mitch Hedberg.
But
Oh no,
That does not get
I was
mentioned.
about to say.
that he took his shtick from Stephen Wright, who
Yeah.
was the original
Not
of
wrong.
this.
Not wrong.
I don't
Of
even know who
this
that
stand-up.
is, so Mitch Hedberg must be better.
Stephen Wright, I'll help you, young blood. Stephen Wright is the guy on the couch in the Half Baked movie.
Oh no way!
Guy on the couch. Guy on the couch.
I'll look it up.
So I will tell you that Mitch Hedberg may have elaborated and never stole a joke from Stephen Wright, but the two
Just
that
his style.
the style
It was
that
his
he
style.
emulated was Stephen Wright's style. And
The
there's only-
one-liners, man.
It's
I love
punchline.
Mitch Hedberg, dude.
And he,
Dude, my
and I
favorite,
will,
my
and I will,
favorite.
and I will say to you, those those two are one of my favorite joke writers of all time because it is joke after joke after joke, and it is set up punchline, set up punchline. There is only
like
so fast,
He's like, the owner of Pringles is a real laid back dude. He was supposed to start a tennis ball company, but on the day delivery came, it was just a bunch of potatoes, and he was like, fuck it, cut them up.
You did pretty good on that delivery. I thought you were going to fumble it for a minute, but you did pretty well. So I will all young writers, I will urge you to find out who Mitch Hedberg and Stephen Wright are.
Mitch Hedberg, dude. Oh my God, so good.
They are
So
both of them died, unfortunately, of a heroin overdose. I think is how Stephen died. I know that's how Mitch went, but I'm not sure.
Were they 27?
Don't start doing one-liners, kids.
But
one-liners lead to heroin.
Leads to two-liners.
And one other shout out
to mainliners.
Oh Jesus! And one more shout out to a one-liner writer that you got to give credit for is actually Seth MacFarlane. He's another. Seth MacFarlane is another one that will run you one-liner after joke up against the wall all the time, over and over and over again. But that's check out Stephen Wright if you love. A lot of people that love Mitch Hedberg don't know about Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright was that like monotone, like.
But it's the same. It's the same delivery. It's the same like you think you're going this way and you think there's going to be this whole setup and the next line's the punchline.
Yeah.
Like it's beautifully written.
Who's your favorite local comedian?
Bam.
Buffalo is pretty funny.
I love Bam.
I gotta give a shout out to a few. So,
Okay,
so I don't want to.
Top three then. Top three.
Well, I haven't seen them all live, so I can't.
Ah, fuck that then.
So I can't be
you
like.
Gotta see them live.
Okay. Yeah, and it's tough to see them all out. But as the current comedians that are going right now, Alonzo and Bam are right there in my two favorites.
Okay.
And that it'd be hard for me to find a third without insulting a few people.
I'm gonna say Bam.
Yeah.
Straight up, I love Bam.
Me too. I love Bam. Bam's probably number one for me.
Kevin Page.
Kevin Page is hella funny.
Right out there. Kevin Page is fucking hilarious.
See, I need to see his set.
And I'm going to say Megan Welch.
Oh, dude. Okay.
That's my top three. Bitch.
Mine are Megan Welch.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this. So I need to see Megan Welch.
Megan Welch, I love her.
Megan Welch, will you do the show?
She's so funny. She sounds like she's from Wisconsin.
Will she do the show?
I don't think she is. Like, she sounds like the mom from Bob's Burgers, but she's not.
Linda?
Yeah. She's like, oh
Belcher?
my God.
Linda Belcher?
She's like,
do you guys know that a gay man does that voice? A woman does not do Linda's voice.
Sense. Yeah. That makes total sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
There's actually what's funny is Bob's Burgers has a ton of.
Well, Megan is a lesbian woman, so maybe they're
really?
like.
Okay.
So Megan Welch is someone we need to have on the show.
Megan is the best, dude. She's
so 2 weeks, Megan Welch.
Dude, on Halloween.
Megan, if you want to be on our show, we're gonna have you on in 2 weeks. I'll reach out this week.
Linda Belcher, and it was so fucking.
So your other two, Megan Welch and
we got the same one basically, but jumbled up. Megan, Kevin, Bam. Well. I only just heard Bam for the first time the other day, but he's so funny. Yeah. And Kevin is so off the cuff that it's.
Well, I tell you that Bam is all off. Bam is all off the cuff.
Crazy off the cuff.
But so is Bam. Everything that he does is off the cuff too. He said he didn't write any of it.
But his, like, to me, it's like natural to me because black off the cuff. I'm black, so I grew up watching like Steve Harvey's and fucking Bernie Mac.
Well, y'all, and you got a built-in defense mechanism.
Yeah, it's normal.
Well, and you have a built-in defense mechanism.
Yeah.
That's unique though. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's just that's the.
That's something I haven't heard of, I guess.
Yeah, but I still love it. I have this weird thing where I kind of feel like I'm racist when it comes to comedy because I'll be flipping through Netflix and stuff, and I'm like, oh, white comic. So
let's go. So before we get out of here, let's remove the local from this last question. Who's your top three comics?
Top three comics.
All right, one of my favorites right now.
Dave Chappelle, number one for me.
Dave Chappelle.
George Carlin, number two.
I'm going to say Josh Blue. I've been getting into a lot lately.
But we're going to top three all-time comics, and you're giving me Josh Blue right now?
I'm not talking about all time. I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about
some asshole you listen to a half a second.
What I'm hitting on right now.
I want to watch.
Yeah. I'm talking about what I'm hitting on right now.
Okay, well, I mean...
Josh Blue cracks me the fuck up.
I like Andrew Santino.
You can't even say his name, but you...
Hey, man, dude, I can't say your name half the time.
Shit.
I can't say a name, dude. Don't put me up against.
What's his name?
Ishmael.
All right, you got that.
Close enough.
Good job.
Ish.
Close enough.
Did I not say it right?
Call me
You said
Ishmael.
it right.
Okay. See, why you gotta fuck with me? That motherfuckers like
He's
y'all
like,
give me
oh,
this
shit.
stigmas where I'm always second guessing when
Now
I say
I got
something.
anxiety, man.
Ishmael.
Dude, you should. So the funny thing is,
It's
back.
pronounced Ishmael.
Yeah, shit. So top 3 comics for me probably all time is it's gonna be a little weird on the third one, because Bill Burr is my third.
Oh, Bill Burr.
I would say Carlin, Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks didn't last long enough. Come on, he was amazing, but he has one special.
I don't get two shits.
He's
That
amazing, and
motherfucker was
I mean, I love that you went to Bill Hicks because
He was
only a real
hilarious.
person that knows comedy would say Bill Hicks.
Carlin, Bill Hicks, and I'm going to say Richard Pryor.
You ain't gonna give
Richard
Dave.
Pryor,
You ain't gonna
fuck
put
yeah.
Dave in
well,
there.
Dave Chappelle is a goat, dude, but he's like hard to put in there because you got
He's
these
the
other
best
people.
ever, dude.
If you can get a fourth, Dave's
we
going.
talk
Dave
about
Chappelle's the
everybody.
best ever.
But Dave Chappelle got the glory of going a little bit later and taking everybody
Well,
else's
being
good
better
stuff and kinda
comics than the
moving
rest of the
around.
people you're
It's-
talking
Dave
about.
Dave Chappelle is like LeBron versus Michael Jordan.
No, there is no Michael Jordan. He is Michael Jordan and
No,
LeBron.
he's LeBron.
He's
He's
like-
both.
There
He
wouldn't
is
have been-
both.
There wouldn't be a
He
Dave
didn't invent
Chappelle.
it, he
if it
recreated
wasn't-
it.
There wouldn't be a Dave
And you
Chappelle
guys
if it
ain't-
wasn't for Richard Pryor.
So I'm
And you
saying.
guys haven't even mentioned Sam Kinison, whose
Oh
first
my
album
God,
was
I
the
love Sam
most
Kinison.
amazing shit you've ever seen.
Shit, now I got to rethink that shit because Sam Kinson's right.
Sam
man.
Kinison's first shit was the most amazing shit you've ever
I got
heard.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie
Oh,
Mac.
Bernie.
I love Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac all day.
All right.
Mike Epps is fucking hilarious.
Well, he's not as good at.
Like-
well, honestly,
Mike Epps
he's
is
more
dope.
funny as a
Mike
person
Epps
than his
is dope.
stand-up is.
He's hilarious. And then
You
I
see,
don't know.
Dave.
Who's the third?
Dave.
No. Fuck it. I'll give it to fucking no.
See, Dave
Who would be
Chappelle.
It's hard to say now, right? You're on camera, man.
Fucking
So.
Theo Vaughn, dude.
Louis C.K. is a
Louis
great one, but
CK is-
Theo
no.
Vaughn, dude. He's hilarious.
Theo Vaughn?
He just
Come
says
on.
dumb shit, and
No, actually-
and he's okay with saying it. Like 'cause sometimes I feel like
Theo Vaughn's
now,
amazing.
I feel like now he like does it because people think that's what he's supposed to do, but at first it was genuine,
Well, he has.
and that's what
I like
this
about
first one.
and anybody that knows stand-up comedy, Theo Vaughn is an amazing stand-up comedian, and he says stuff different than people.
Put me in, dude.
He says stuff like different than people say stuff. So like when you have a weirder way
Yeah.
of talking and perspective,
Yeah, I like how he describes things.
He's very innovative. You mother.
I love how he describes things. He's the best at it.
He
And it's like-
he is. He's very like as new comics. Theo Vaughn is one of my favorites. I really love his perspective.
Yeah.
Like he's got this weird like come from poor white Louisiana perspective that's fucking funny as fuck. So I'll give you that one. But
Like
top
when
3 all time. Get
when
the fuck
he's
out of
like-
here.
When he's like, yeah, I got a little touch of the tism. You know, like he's got a little bit of autism, bud.
Don't we all? I mean,
Yeah.
who the fuck doesn't?
I love how he
Hey,
talks
and let's
so
cheer. Hey, let's
smooth.
cheers real quick before I forget in this show. I want. Let's cheers to our videographer Owen.
Owen.
Owen was just hired as of recently as the new creative director with the
Sky
new,
Kings.
with the new motherfucking Sky Kings
oh,
semi-pro fucking basketball team here in Wichita. And if you don't know, the Aaron and Osh show finna school you. We
That's
just
right.
got like less than 4 days ago. We got a semi-pro basketball team, and guess what? When you're wondering why our production was so good, it's because the guy that's been doing our production just got hired to handle the social media and production for them.
I would like to think that we had a hand in that, maybe.
I would like to think that we did, but we didn't.
Maybe.
I would like to think that we did something to that, but we didn't.
Owen,
We actually
what's
had
your middle
nothing to
name?
contribute there. Yeah.
What? Owen Alexander?
You're Miles.
Sick.
Owen Alexander Miles, Slim Kid.
Mills. It's
Mills.
not Miles. It's
Is it
Mills.
Miles or Mills?
Mills.
Is Mills?
Your name is Ohm.
See, if I didn't fuck up a name, it wouldn't be a show.
Owen
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Alexander
I'm
Miles.
telling you.
Don't
my hero.
don't be like disgusted with me.
I'm not
This will-
disgusted with
Like
you.
this is some new shit.
This
I
one,
love it.
Owen Alexander has a pistol grip on his camera, dude.
Bro.
He does, and he
Ready for
honestly,
action.
he's been great. He's been good to us. Slim Kid Productions now taking over productions for the Wichita
Sky Kings.
Sky Kings.
I'm so proud
So
of
proud of you,
Owen, dude.
and I will
I
always.
can't believe it. I just met you today and you're already growing up so good.
You're growing
I
up.
know. And what's amazing for him is he's been with us making a little money. He does production he's done some college stuff. He's doing, but this is affording him to leave his day job and become
Hell yeah.
full on videographer. So I would like to always say to anybody, keep pressing and shit will happen for you.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna quit my job one day.
And I'm not trying to say how
He sucks at his job though. He's an asshole.
I'm not trying to say how young you are, but you're a fairly young cat. You know what I mean?
He's really fast.
It's a battery changeover. Okay. But you're a fairly young cat, man, and you have put in the work.
He's only 12.
How old are you? 16?
He's 12 years old.
19?
This guy had a growth spurt that you wouldn't believe.
You're a fucking pretty man, Owen, dude. You look like...
Well, I mean, if
you guys have never seen Owen, he looks like...
We can't put him on.
No, he has curly hair.
The thing is, we can't put him on camera because he will instantly make me and Aaron look not photogenic.
We have a contract.
I'm almost gay now. I've been in here for almost an hour, and you almost turned me gay, dude. And I'm down for it. We can get married.
This is kind of why I hired him.
Well, the vibe in here is getting a little awkward. So
it's actually only awkward because you're here. You go take a break.
If you weren't in here, man, we'd all be pantsless. Yeah, you're fucking the whole vibe up, Austin. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Ish. So
you fucks.
I can't change it now.
Yeah, I mean, so
how do we find you? Like on the Instagrams, you got the OnlyFans. You got what do you got going on there?
What are you, 78? No,
on the Instagrams. There's only one of them. But no, I guess it's best to find my music stuff on Instagram, and it's call me Ishmael music _ I guess I should maybe spell it for you guys because
we'll post it on. We'll post it on the link too.
America can't spell, so it's CALLMEISHMAEL _
And we'll put and that will be in the description of the show as well.
Yeah, that's my Insta, and
thank you, John. John does that for us, everyone. No one can hear what John's saying right now, but
thank God.
He has been naked for the whole entire show, which we're just glad he's in the other room.
That's what he does back there.
I peeked in there and I saw straight butthole.
I'll put it on there, and then you can find it on like Apple Music and shit.
Yeah. So your EP is coming real soon.
Yeah, it should be in the next month.
So how many songs do we get on that EP? Well, we kind of went through this discussion earlier.
I think 7 or 8.
So that's an album.
Ooh, that's close to an album.
But see, we went through this weird discussion last
week. I have more songs. I can cut it down.
How many minutes? It's a minutes thing.
I just think it's how tall you are.
I think it's a minutes thing. How many minutes is that?
6 foot.
I think we just make up shit.
How many minutes is your record?
It's probably about 35, 45.
Then it's an EP.
That's 6 EPs.
Under 60, I think is an EP.
I grew up a punk rock kid, dude. So no matter how acoustic,
I listened to a rap album that's 20 songs. That's only 45 minutes.
And no matter how acoustic and like love songs I wrote, I grew up a punk kid, so I'm fine with a minute 30-second song. I like a quick song.
There's some like Dead Kennedys song. It was like, I like short songs. I like short songs.
Oh, that's a good song. That's the whole song.
Shout out to the Cubs, dude.
Cubs are dope. Locals,
dude. I got this thing. I'm not supposed to say anything to anybody about it.
Are you about to shoot us?
Don't say anything.
I got this thing that
Tell us.
Nobody knows anything about. I'll give you a little hint.
Okay.
Me and my buddy Scotty from the Cubs, he has this secret song, and he wants me to play it.
I love it.
And that's all I'm going to give you.
Can we? Okay, so this secret song will only be released if you subscribe to the Aaron and Austin show.
Yeah,
that's right.
And if we can get this episode to 500 views, we will release that song.
Imagine hearing me play a Cup song.
Yeah, imagine the Cups being super jealous that Ishmael played it better.
Fuck no, I'll never be better than the Cups. Dude, you ever seen the fucking Cups?
Sometimes you just gotta say some shit.
No,
Ishmael, that's how this works.
I'll never be better than.
They gave me a microphone. Well, let's cheers to the end of this shit. We'll put all of Ishmael's shit out there. Make sure you get with us on any promotion.
Let's hear that fucking theme song,
and we're still drinking in the new year.
That's what we're doing.
Yep.